Hello, this is video number 1 for the Mom, a Multiples of Me project, where I'm going to show you how to cut out images from one photo and move them and place them onto another. So first you're going to do, like you usually do, go to Google Drive and load your profile into Google Drive so you can go and get your images. So you can see I have a lot of folders here, and what you want to do is find your photo class folder and double click it. And once it opens up, you want to look for the mom folder. So double click that to see the images that you've already downloaded. So find your first image and double click on it, and it will open right up into Photopea for you. And there you go, there it is. So now you're going to go to your second image, and to get that, you're going to go up to the File menu and go to Open in Place. And once you click Open in Place, it should open up directly to your mom folder, and then you just double click the next photo to place it on top. And there you have it. There's the second photo. And if you look down over to your layers panel, you now have 2 layers. So on the top layer, what you should do is rasterize that. So you're going to right click your mouse and you're going to choose rasterize. Okay, and then you're ready to go. So we're going to cut out this piece. And in order to do that, on your tools bar, you should be using the rectangular select tool. If it doesn't look like a rectangle, it might look like a circle. All you have to do is right click your mouse, choose rectangle select, and you'll be ready to go. You will then move your mouse. It is now a plus mark, and you're going to click and hold, and you're going to draw a box around the part that you want to cut out. And you'll notice on the right hand side, I've made my box a little bit large. There's some shadow on the grass that I need to include in my photo because that's part of it. So that's why I made that so large. So once you let go, you get marching ants just like that. And now we have to do one more thing before we delete the parts of the image we don't need. You have to go up to the Select menu and go down to Inverse, which means inverse means opposite. So now you will see marching ants around the edges of the photo as well. So that means everything except the part, this part is chosen. So if you press your backspace key, you get rid of everything else. Now to remove the marching ants, you press Control and the letter D, and there you go. And now I'm going to zoom in on this by clicking my zoom tool, and I'm going to click couple of times to enlarge it, and the image is there. Over in your layers palette, you can click the eyeball on the top layer and turn it off. There's your background. There's the next one. Now in order to erase the parts of the image that we don't need, we're going to have to add a layer mask. So go down to the bottom of the layers palette, click that rectangle donut, and add a layer mask, and you will see that the white layer mask now appears on your layer. So we are going to make this layer a little bit more see-through so we can see what's underneath it. To do that, here's your opacity for this layer. If you click the drop-down menu and slowly move this back to maybe about 50 or 60 or 70, and it starts to make the top image a little bit more invisible so you can see what's underneath. And then you're going to let go. So now we can see what it looks like for both images, and we have to erase this section. So at the bottom of your toolbar is the color picker, and it should be black and white. If it's not, click this little black and white symbol, and it will become black and white. The colors will change. We want to make sure that black is on top, so we're going to click this little back and forth arrow to switch those places. Black will erase. When white is on top, it will replace any mistakes we've made. So click on your brush tool and then slowly move your mouse over to the top of the image, and you can see the circle that I have here. And using your bracket keys next to the letter P, you can enlarge the size of your circle or make it smaller. So that looks like a good size. I'm going to click and hold, and I'm going to start to erase. And you will see that the underneath part on your background image is now showing through. And I kind of get a good idea of how much I need to erase. And I'm going to come down here, down by the shoes, and there we go. Now I'm going to come back over to the opacity. I'm going to click the drop down menu and move it all the way back to 100. And if we zoom in on the feet, you can see that I've made some mistakes. I have cut off too much of Kendall's feet. So I'm going to click my brush tool again, and I'm going to come down to my color picker and put white on top, and then move my mouse over the top of her feet and make it smaller. And then I'm going to click and hold, and as I brush the on tops of her shoe returns and things look better. All right, and now I've gone a little too far on the background image, so I'll put black on top, and I'll slowly come back over, and I will make those adjustments. And that looks pretty good. So I'm going to click the magnifying glass and click Fit the Area in the Tool Options bar, and voila, it looks really great. So from this point on, you're going to continue to do this with your other photos. You're going to open in place, and then using the rectangular select tool, you will cut them out and make sure they stay on the image.